Now, like I said before, your personal data is very important. What are those relevant information you need to put on your personal information section? The first thing everybody wants to look at is your name. So you probably want to put your first name and your last name. So your first name is the name they know you for, and your last name is your surname. So those two names are very important. It's not really necessary to put in your third name or a fourth name if you have any, but a first name and a last name is very important just to avoid your resume being too long or too bulky. So your first name, probably for instance, my name is Abel Anthony. So I could say Abel is my first name and Anthony is my last name. So I'm just using that for instance. And the next thing you probably needs to attach or add to your personal details is your phone number. Your phone number is very important and it has to be a valid phone number that anybody can call at any time and they can always reach you. So here's what happened in my office 2 months ago. So I was given a task to hire a product design intern. So an intern with at least between 1 to 2 years of experience. So it's a well-paid internship job, and I have two screened resume already. So I need to invite these candidates for interview. And I know that most graduates don't read or probably open their emails. So the best thing for me to fasten my job is to probably give them a call. So I was really thinking in 2 ways. So I decided to call them in the evening. So I called the first person, he didn't pick. I called the second person, he didn't pick. So I gave it 30 minutes interval. So I called again. The first person went, we spoke. I interviewed the person on the phone and invite him or so I probably invite him for an interview at our office. So I decided to call in the second person and it went to voicemail. So you need to understand that your phone number must be a phone number that you must consistently know that at any time it goes and you can always pick it. So you need to have a phone number that goes and you need to have a phone number that at any point in time people can call you. So the next thing you need to attach is your email address. Your email address is very important. You must have a well professional email address. By email address, I mean an email address that contains your name and your surname, that contains at least your name, your surname, or probably your third name. It shouldn't be an email address that has your nickname or that has anything. It has to be simple and basic. And the next thing you probably needs to add to your personal details is your social media URL. So most times I recommend your LinkedIn profile URL should be attached to your personal details. And the next thing is your home address. Your home address is very important, but sometimes it's optional. It's important in the sense that most recruiters or most HR managers needs to know exactly where your locations are. So to know if your location is not it's not too far or probably the job closer to the job you're applying for. So your home address is very important and it's very, very important to make sure you when you're adding your home address, you must be very, very very careful with it. So as the class goes on, I'm going to push you guys through why most job requires you to be closer to the job as time goes on. Thank you.